In Africa, huge wide-open spaces hold thundering herds of animals. Giraffes, leopards, wildebeests, elephants, zebra, antelope, and lions roam freely, while natives live in small rural villages, lacking education and living in fear. The truth of the matter is that this widely held perception of Africa is rapidly changing. While Africa has plenty of wide-open spaces, projections are that 65% of its population will live in large modern cities by the year 2025. Where will the church be then? Existing only in the bush where the harvest is, important but sparse? More and more people are acting out the natural tendency to move to cities where there is work, housing, and education. They come to cities for hope, but will they find it? Many end up in slums, still living in poverty, ignorance, and increased risk of disease. Africa's field director, Peter Thomas, points to a plan, a passion, and a prompting of the Spirit to build churches in the cities where the people are congregating.
We're in the beautiful country of Ethiopia, and right here in the capital of Addis Ababa, which is also the capital of the African Union. This is one of the major cities in Africa which has been growing tremendously over the last few years with a population of over 5 million. We need to reach the African cities. We need to move into the urban centers of Africa in order to bring in the end-time harvest and to help the church to fulfill its purpose on this continent.
In the cities, property is expensive. However, it is where the very people are who need the hope of God, the power of God, and the love of God. Their numbers are growing. Peter further says, "This is the harvest we cannot afford to miss. We must move in sequence with the Spirit of God. There are never too many churches in big cities." So what is our response now? Can we afford to be aware of this need, but ignore the urgency to act now? Can we afford to miss the opportunity of building a foundation of ministry that will reach a larger harvest? A report on African urban changes gives us a sobering answer. Even responding to urban growth as it occurs typically means too little, too late, and in the wrong place. You can help by praying for African cities. You can help by seizing a vision of churches shining bright rays of hope and love. You can help by going with a church building team to build churches. You can help by sharing your offerings consistently. God has spoken. Leadership is responding to the vision. We must respond in obedience to take the gospel to Africa's cities.